Now to another country on the continent where the first ever commercial flight is landing. This is St. Helena, the remote volcanic outcrop in the South Atlantic, separated from Africa by nearly 2,000 kilometers of ocean. For the 4,500 residents of the island, the arrival of the first ever commercial flight is a cause for celebration and marked another step closer to their inclusion in the 21st century. Saints, as locals are known, only got mobile phones and the internet 18 months ago, supplementing the 5-day boat trip to Cape Town that represented their only connection with the outside world. Now, there's a weekly flight from Johannesburg via Namibia's Windhoek to the spectacular St. Helena Airport, perched precariously on the edge of a cliff. Locals are hoping for a steady trickle of aviation thrill seekers, French history buffs, and whale watchers. According to Kate Yon, an operator of a diving boat into the blue, a group of Swedish divers who had been contemplating a trip to see whale sharks next year booked within minutes of reading online that the inaugural flight had landed safely.
Swimming with the whale sharks is probably the highlight. Diving is probably one of the top things up there. Sports fishing, we've got some lovely walks. I think the highlight for St. Helena is going to be our marine life. That's going to be the highlight. There's been such a phenomenal amount of interest, people showing so much interest, inquiring about our rates, inquiring about what's the best time of the year to come, and it's been very, very well received.
There has been talk since the 1930s of an airport on St. Helena, the involuntary abode of British colonial adversaries ranging from French Emperor Napoleon to the Zulu King Dini Zulu Kashet Wayo and 6,000 Afrikaners taken prisoner in the Boer War. The current site was selected a decade ago after the prime location on the notoriously craggy 10 by 5 mile island was ruled out because it was home to an important colony of the endangered wirebird, a type of indigenous plover. Even after its construction, a mammoth engineering feat involving 8 million cubic meters of rock and 285 million pounds of British taxpayers' money, the airport nearly didn't happen. The first test flights were buffeted by vicious crosswinds, making it too dangerous for large aircraft to land and leading to an 18-month delay in its opening. The first landing in a 100-seater Embraer involved a pre-touch briefing about emergency go-around procedures, but passed off smoothly to the cheers and delight of those on board and hundreds of saints crammed into the glass-fronted terminal.
It's just, you can feel the atmosphere yourself with the islanders, the excitement amongst the people welcoming us. It's just terrific.
While some in Britain may question the value for money of the airport, more than £60,000 per saint. For the islanders, it has already proved its worth, enabling several emergency medical evacuations, including a newborn child. However, one possible unintended consequence of more arrivals is the increased spread of disease to an island whose animal and human inhabitants have been protected from many of the world's germs. Newsflash is next after the break. Do join us again.